Welcome to today's Catholic Daily Readings from Christus Dominus Bread of Life. A reading from the letter of James. Blessed is the man who suffers temptation, for when he has been proven, he shall receive the crown of life which God has promised to those who love him. No one should say when he is tempted that he was tempted by God, for God does not entice toward evils, and he himself tempts no one. Yet truly each one is tempted by his own desires, having been enticed and drawn away. Thereafter, when desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin. Yet truly sin, when it has been consummated, produces death. And so do not choose to go astray, my most beloved brothers. Every excellent gift and every perfect gift is from above, descending from the Father of lights, with whom there is no change, nor any shadow of alteration. For by his own will he produced us through the word of truth, so that we might be a kind of beginning among his creatures.
I did not know you were teaching me when the road grew steep. I thought the silence meant distance. I thought the waiting meant sleep. But you were shaping the hidden places, turning my fear into sight, whispering truth in the darkness, holding me through the night. Blessed the man you instruct, blessed the soul you refine. Even in days of trouble, your mercy is mine.
You teach through questions unanswered, through doors that will not open wide,
Through prayers that echo in empty rooms, through tears we try to hide. You break the pride we cling to. You loosen the grip of control. You lead us through quiet deserts to speak to the depths of the soul. Blessed the man you instruct, oh Lord. Blessed the heart you sustain. In every season of testing, you are the same. You will not cast off your people. You will not forget your own. Justice will rise like morning light. Your faithfulness known when shadows gather around us. When doubt begins to grow, your word becomes a shelter, a fire within the snow. When I said my foot is slipping, when I felt the ground give way, your kindness held me steady. Your voice said stay. When thoughts like waves surrounded, when the noise would not release, your comfort entered softly and brought me peace. Blessed the man you instruct, oh Lord. Blessed the one you guide. Through valleys deep and hidden, you walk beside.
looking back through broken seasons, I see a patient hand. Not every wound was punishment, but part of what you planned.
You were teaching me to listen, to trust beyond my sight, to rest within your mercy, to walk within your light. Blessed the man you instruct, oh Lord. Blessed the life you restore. Your mercy is my foundation forevermore. Teach me still until I am whole.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. And they forgot to take bread, and they did not have any with them in the boat, except one loaf. And he instructed them, saying, Consider and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the leaven of Herod. And they discussed this with one another, saying, For we have no bread. And Jesus, knowing this, said to them, Why do you consider that it is because you have no bread? Do you not yet know or understand? Do you still have blindness in your heart? Having eyes, do you not see? And having ears, do you not hear? Do you not remember when I broke the 5 loaves among the 5,000, how many baskets full of fragments you took up? They said to him, 12. And when the 7 loaves were among the 4,000, how many baskets of fragments did you take up? And they said to him, 7. And he said to them, How is it that you do not yet understand? Join us for today's reflection. Nobody wakes up planning to destroy their life. The affair that ends the marriage doesn't start with a hotel room. It starts with a lingering glance, a conversation that goes a little too long, a thought entertained instead of dismissed. The addiction that costs everything doesn't begin with rock bottom. It begins with one drink to take the edge off, one hit to feel something, one click because nobody will know. The betrayal that shatters a friendship doesn't emerge fully formed. It starts with a small resentment nursed in secret, a wound that refuses healing, a narrative rehearsed until the other person becomes the villain. James gives us the biology of sin, and it's terrifying in its ordinariness. Each person is tempted when he is lured and enticed by his own desire. Then desire, when it has conceived, gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is fully grown, brings forth death. The language is deliberate. James uses fishing imagery, lured, enticed. The fish doesn't see the hook. The fish sees the bait, the glittering thing that promises satisfaction, the morsel that looks like exactly what it's been searching for. The hook is hidden inside the promise. And here's the part that undoes all our excuses. The desire is already in us. We want to blame circumstances, blame the other person, blame the devil, blame God, but James won't let us. Let no one say when he is tempted, I am being tempted by God. The problem isn't out there. The hook finds purchase because something in us was already hungry for the bait. This is why temptation is so effective. It doesn't offer us something foreign. It offers us something we already want, just through a door we're not supposed to open. But James doesn't leave us in despair. He pivots to one of the most beautiful images in Scripture. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change. The bait offers you a shadow of what you're really looking for. The Father of lights offers you the substance. Every desire that temptation exploits points to a legitimate need that God designed and wants to fulfill. The longing for intimacy that adultery corrupts, God made you for deep connection. The hunger for escape that addiction hijacks, God offers rest for the weary. The need for significance that pride distorts, you are already chosen, already beloved. The enemy can only counterfeit what God created. In the gospel, Jesus is frustrated with his disciples for the same reason James is frustrated with his readers. They're looking at the bait when the substance is right in front of them. They forgot bread, 1 loaf for 13 men crossing the Sea of Galilee, and when Jesus mentions the leaven of the Pharisees, they think he's scolding them for the bread situation. Jesus unleashes a barrage of questions. Do you not yet perceive or understand? Are your hearts hardened? Having eyes do you not see, and having ears do you not hear, and do you not remember? Remember what? He just fed 5,000 people with 5 loaves, then 4,000 with 7, 12 baskets left over the first time, 7 the second. The disciples personally collected the abundance, and now they're worried about bread. This is what anxiety does. It blinds us to evidence. It makes us forget what God has already done. It keeps us staring at the lack when provision is standing in the boat with us. The leaven of the Pharisees is the slow corruption of demanding that God prove himself according to our specifications. The leaven of Herod is the slow corruption of trusting power and politics to deliver what only God can give. Both leavens work the same way, gradually, invisibly, until the whole lump is contaminated, just like sin. The psalmist understood that God's discipline isn't punishment but protection. Blessed is the man you instruct, O Lord. When God corrects us, he's pointing out the hook inside the bait. When life gets hard and our excuses stop working, we're being trained to see what we couldn't see before. When I said, "My foot is slipping," your steadfast love, O Lord, held me up. This is the moment of choice. You're reaching for the bait, your foot is slipping. And right there, in that instant, the Father of Lights reaches down and holds you, not because you deserve it, not because you earned it, because he's the source of every good gift and he doesn't change like shifting shadows. The hook is hidden in every temptation, but the hand of God is hidden in every moment of weakness. Which one will you reach for?